live coming to you from beautiful downtown sunny Southern California. All right, we're making popcorn, and when the popcorn's heating, we will be training my dog while the popcorn's getting hot, and you will learn to keep your dog from taking food off your plate. Or if you happen to be standing there with the sandwich in your hand or something, you know, I've seen dogs just come up and snatch it out of your hand. Well, that dog don't hunt. So I'm going to show you how to prevent that, how to teach your dog not to do that. And but the first thing I want to talk about is popcorn making. And so it's something that everybody throws a microwave bag in the microwave, you know, and we put it on for 3 minutes. But when I was growing up, we would take a pot, which I'm going to show you, and put some oil in it, enough oil, and popcorn, and we would have the most crisp, the best tasting popcorn you could get anywhere. And so this is what people don't know nowadays, all right, is this. You want to have what I call a heavy bottomed pan. Okay, now this is what I call, this is a heavy bottom pan, okay? Most of them will have some writing, and the pan's extra heavy, a lot heavier and thicker than the sides, all right? Now, some pans, the bottom is just as thick as the sides are, and that causes your popcorn to burn. So you want a nice, thick, heavy bottom pan. All right. Now, how I like to do it. Now, there's Orville Redenbacher popcorn, and then there is Jolly Time. Remember Jolly Time? Well, you may not. Jolly Time. All right. Now, I like using... for my popcorn, I really like using olive oil, but I don't have any olive oil. So I'm going to put enough oil in this pan to cover the, all right, and see how it just kind of goes right to the outer edge of this pan, okay? Just up the side, just a hair. Now let's tilt it to the side. How much oil's in this pan? You never know there's that much oil in that pan just by the looks of it. My popcorn will not stick, and it will be crisp and very nice. So while this is heating, all right, I'm going to get this flame going. All right. But although I may want to get this other flame going here, I think I'll get a little better, little more heat going. Okay, so we're going to catch this one here. Okay, have aluminum on your stove sure does make a difference. And so we're going to let this get hot. Well, while this is getting hot, I'm going to show you my trick for knowing how much is the corn for this pan. Okay, and that oil just barely goes up to the outer edge of that pan. See that? Watch it again. See, it just barely comes up the rounded part of that pan, okay? Now, we're going to go over here. I've got my dog. This is Redemption. That's my dog. Yeah, it's my boy. All right, and he knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. Look at him. Yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows what's next. Yes, he does. All right, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Okay, go on. Go on. Go on. Good boy. Okay. All right, go on. Go on. Go on. Good boy. That's right. Good boy. Okay. Now, this is what you want to do. As I'm dropping my phone. This is what you want to do. Hey, Joe MacGyver and X Jamal. So this is my dog Redemption. Okay. He's right up here in my face. He's smelling those chips. Okay, sit. Boy, good sit. All right, now, no sit. Now, you see how excited he is, okay? You notice I'm going to give him a corn chip, little pieces, but watch what I do. This is how you want to train your dog. No, 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 no. You see what's going on? No, I'm following his face and he's pushing his head away. Okay. He waited for my command. Now, this is the one I dropped earlier. He never did take it, just in case you were wondering. Now, if I don't say nothing and I put this to his face, he'll take it out of my hand. But by telling him, watch, I'll say nothing and watch. Okay, good boy. Good boy. All right, so Xavier, X Jamal, thanks for being here. Welcome, guys. Joe McIver. All right, here we go. Watch this. This is how you train your dog. No, no. Watch his head. No, 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 no. Okay. He waited for the command. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to do this again. See, but I'm putting it to his face. Now, if I just sit here with it in my hand, see, here's the chips. And if I just sit here in my hand, he's not going to bother it until I give him the okay. He heard the word okay. You see that? And he thought it was okay. Okay. Good boy. Good. All right, we're going to do this again. RG Homestead, thanks for being here. Now, when you're training your dog, you want to tell him, this is what you want to do. You put it where you can see it, and you go to his face telling him no, 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 no. See how he's moving his head away? Okay. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. Yes, yes. All right, now, when you first start training your dog, and it's the first time you do this, and you're telling him no, you need to be ready to whip your hand back. As soon as you get it to his face, that dog's going to go for that chip, okay, not your hand. And so you got to be ready to whip your hand back because you're going to lose a few chips in the beginning of this learning process with your dog. Sit, sit. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right, so like I'm saying, when you first start using this method, and chips are cheap, or Cheetos, are cheap, and you can lose a few, but that's the best way to do it, is you tell them, no, 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 and you get about right here, and the first time you do this, your dog is going to try to snatch that out of your hand. You've got to whip your hand back, okay, and tell him no the whole time. Now, you're going to lose a few, like I said, in the very beginning. He's going to snatch them from your hand, I guarantee it. All right? And so you want to be consistent with this, and it doesn't take long, believe it or not. But you want to put it to the nose, to the face, see the head turn. You want that head to turn. And if you follow his head, he should go back the other way. He should turn his head back the opposite direction. But you see, he's just sitting there. There's his head goes. It went the other way. That's what I'm talking about, because he's trying to ignore it. All right? Now, watch this. Okay. Good boy. Yes. Yes, that's a good boy. He dropped some. That's a good boy. Yeah. Hey, Tam Bear, thanks for dropping in. Now, he will not want to take this out of my mouth. I'm going to put a small chip in my mouth, and he's not going to want to take it. Okay? So I'm going to turn this phone around so you can see it. See the chip? He will take this, but he doesn't want to take it from me. Watch. Sit. Sit. Okay. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. I'll have to do it one more time. I couldn't see myself. All right, watch this. He's going to take it out of my mouth. Watch. He's smelling this in my hand. There you go. Dog slime, yum. Okay. So when you're training your dog, you will lose a few of these chips. Okay. But chips are cheap and they learn pretty fast. You got to be firm and gentle with them. And you tell them a good firm no, no, no. And even when they take it, you tell them no as you're whipping your hand back. And they get the message pretty quick. And you'll have a dog as the end result. Well, thank you, Tam Bear. Now, when I first got my dog, I put him on a leash. He was about 6 months old, 9 months old. And I held him. I put the leash around my back. And with this hand, I held it like about 6 inches from his collar. Walked with it down by my thigh. And I would keep him his neck, right at my thigh as I would walk. And that was the first thing I did with him. As he got to know me, and he got to know, he could my smell, and I built a rapport and a relationship. I was firm with them. I wasn't aggressive. I wasn't mean. I was gentle but firm. And I built a trust with them. And then when it came to teaching him not to take this food, he was really good about it. Okay. But that took time. And he did this probably within about an hour of working with him. He would do that. But you've just seen as far as him not taking it from my hand. But like I said, you lose a few chips in the beginning of the process because you're snatching your hand back and they're going for it. And I've done this with several dogs. And they're after the food, not your hand, so don't freak. And so I'll show you this one more time. We're going to go check that popcorn. The oil should be hot about now. We're making old-fashioned popcorn. We're making popcorn the old-fashioned way. All right, sit. I haven't said a word. Okay, there you go. One more time. I can't speak. If I speak, he thinks I'm talking to him. So here we go. Okay. He wastes no time, as you can see, as soon as I give him the go-ahead. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. All right, so now let's check this popcorn. I smell the oil. This fan's actually kicked on, so it's getting warm. We're going to take some of this Orville Redenbacher popcorn, and let me flip this around. I'm going to show you it. Let's drop a grain into the pot, and let's see how hot it is. It may not be hot enough yet, but this is how we're going to tell it. This starts kind of bubbling. Is it bubbling? No, it's still pretty cold. All right. Oh, shoot. I never turned on the fire. It's the other fire that's being on. That was smart. Nobody's interested in making popcorn. Nobody's interested in learning how to make popcorn in the live stream, really? So who do we have in here? We still have MacGyver, or do we have RG? Who's in the live stream? Tam Bear, it's amazing. Good doggy. Great live stream. Yes, my pug is very good at the she can behave with the babies. Wow, that's great, Tam Bear. Cool. Good evening, Ken, and all on the night to chat tonight. Joe MacGyver. X Jamal Ahmad. Well, thank y'all. So we have RG in the chat. Oh, thank you, RG. You know, I had pulled this pan off the heat, and I was going to turn on the other burner, and I I forgot to turn it on. Because it should have been hot enough right now, so we could put the popcorn in there. And you put it in right now, you know, it takes twice as long for it all to heat up. Kind of like chicken, you know, you get your grease hot, then you put your chicken in and you're frying chicken. And so same thing with this popcorn. You want that oil nice and hot. So I messed up when I pulled it off the fire to turn on this one and then got sidetracked. Oh, today I got one for you. Today I'm over at Joe MacGyver's. And we're getting ready to out of the kitchen, out, Redemption, go on. Out, go on, out, go on. See, he knows he can get away with that, and that's where he sits. Okay, so anyways, I'm at Joe's, and we're going to break down a tire on a rim. And he's got this bead buster. An good old-fashioned one made out of real steel. Nothing like making popcorn on a. Oh, I bet there's not. Never done that one. That's got to be good for sure. Nice and hot too. That would be, yeah. I've never tried that. That would make a good video. You could do that. That'd make a good video, RG. Because that's not something you see, you know, too much of anymore to start with. And I was just talking to a guy from Google One, and he was saying, because I mentioned my channel and doing this popcorn video, and he was just saying there was a chef on TV that had a whole whole series, his whole his whole broadcast was on popcorn, air poppers and the Jiffy Pop poppers and the whole 9 yards on just popcorn. And you know, I guess he got quite a bit of reviews on it. But anyway, yeah, you might want to do a video of popping popcorn on a campfire for sure. Yeah, that's still not enough. Maybe I need to light this other one over here. But anyways, yeah, so doing this popcorn thing I thought would be real unique and something you don't see much of. I've been wanting to do it for shoot, months now. Literally months. And check my flame, because you want that flame up. For sure. And so anyways, and this young generation, they don't know nothing about making popcorn. You know, all they know is microwave. It's what they grew up with. You know, I grew up popping popcorn. I grew up learning. I was popping popcorn at probably 10 years old. I was popping popcorn. What about you? When was the first time you made popcorn there, RG? And was it on a campfire? It's not a great time of the year due to the... Oh, that's true. That's true. Here in Arizona, that's spring, early fall. Yeah, and the low... Oh, wow. Tam Bear, I love... Well, not just... How old were you, Tam Bear, the first time you made popcorn? You probably grew up with it like me. Our mom used to... Yeah, mine too, Tam Bear. I was just asking RG, you know, how old was he the first time he made some popcorn? I was probably about 10 years old the first time I thought I could handle it. My mom said, okay, you know, kind of oversaw it. Just about 3 or 4. Well, I had it since I was a kid. The first time I actually, you know, put the oil in the pot. And my mom helped me, of course, you know, and got it hot. I messed up. This was not heating. I moved it off the fire, was going to turn on the other burner, got sidetracked with the live stream, and came back here to check it. Fire was off underneath the pot. Not funny. Okay, let's see. We've got Tambear Yeppers. RG Holmes said, my first time was a kid at Carolina at the age of 5 on the beach over a campfire. See? With help. Oh, no, huh? Well, cool. See, you could do your campfire popcorn and tell your story how when you started out as a kid, you made it. The first time you ever made it was on a campfire. How do you like the very first time they came out with the Jiffy Pop popcorns, little shaker ones, and it had the aluminum foil and it kind of ballooned up and unraveled? It's kind of like a corkscrew down. And as it popped, it would kind of uncorkscrew, but if you weren't careful, it would burn every time because of that thin metal bottom. That was like microwave popcorn before the microwave. Redemption out. Out. Watch my dog. Watch this. Watch him. Okay, out. 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 Go on. Go on. Out. Go on. Go on. Go on. He'll stop. He'll do that every time halfway in because he knows he can get away with it. Okay, RG Tambear says, we just used a pan on the stove. Yeah, I'm using a pot. A pot holds more than a pan. I can remember doing it in a pan. But I like popcorn. If I'm going to make popcorn, I want a pan of popcorn. You know? And then what I do is I'll take, I can show you. This is garlic powder right here. Okay? It's not taco seasoning. Garlic powder. And then I take lemon pepper. Okay, I love lemon pepper. And Parmesan cheese. And I mix it up to the right blend. And oh man, it's so good. Now, if you don't like lemon pepper, Parmesan cheese powder is very yummy on popcorn. You know, I'll make up a blend. I'll blend it up, mix it up, put it in a baggie, take it in theater, and I'll sprinkle it on my popcorn. Well, I've been missing some stuff here. Yeah, a pot with the lid on a pan or a pan. Yep, I grew up doing it with the pan. You love lemon pepper too. Then you would, if you like garlic, and I'm sure you probably like Parmesan cheese. I don't know who doesn't. The garlic powder, don't do the granules. It's not the same. Garlic powder, lemon pepper, and Parmesan cheese. You mix it and you taste it till it tastes right to you. Oh, it is so good. Don't get too much Parmesan, that's for sure. Garlic and then lemon pepper to add to your like of strength. You know, it is so good. If I had the money, I should put it on the market, you know, and I could make some serious money. But I don't have the money to get it on the market. You know, I'm telling my recipe. But my idea and puts it on the market, you know, they give me a percentage, it'd be great. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. RG says, if they were fun to cook with, but as a Scout, we burned more than we consumed. Yes, because the bottoms were so thin, RG. That thin metal bottom. That's why I say you want a thick, heavy bottomed pot or pan that don't burn that way. Yes, love garlic, real garlic, and Parmesan cheese is good. Yeah, just by themselves it's good. There you go. Same here. My mother did it once a week back as a kid with butter and salt during the summer. Oh yeah, butter and salt. I grew up doing butter and salt. Actually, as an adult, I was over a buddy's house and we were wanting garlic in our popcorn. And so we took raw garlic cloves, smashed them, put them in the butter as we were melting the butter. So the garlic oils mixed with the butter. And that was good, but it was too light. I want a nice strong garlic bite. Yeah, we just had the butter and salt. Yeah, that's all I ever had as a kid growing up. I did this as an adult. This kind of has evolved, is what I'm saying. And so from the raw garlic being put in the butter and melted, put over the popcorn with salt, that was good, but not enough. Nice garlic butter. Yeah, no, it was good. But I like a nice garlic bite, you know. I like it kind of strong. And so I got to thinking, and I added Parmesan cheese, and that was really, really good. And then I got you get fresh Parmesan cheese and you grate it, and you do it really fine. It melts on the popcorn. Oh, it is the best. Very cool, involving. It is. I've been told it's like eating food. They're going, I've shared this with different friends of mine, and they're like, Ken, this is like eating food. This is really good, you know? When I go to the walk-in theaters and I buy popcorn and I bring my blend, my mix with me, I'll tell the girl or the guy that's selling me the popcorn, I tell them about my mix, and they go, wow, that really sounds good. And so I said, here, give me a little water cup or something. And they give me a cup, and then I give them some of my popcorn with my seasonings on it. And they're like, wow, what did you say you put in here? They really like it. I need to get it on the market. I just don't have a market. It's really tasty. If you blend this yourself, you're going to go, yeah, it needs to be in the stores. Okay, popcorn just popped. We're going to show you proofs in the pudding, proofs in the popcorn. All right, now, how I do it. This is how I do it, okay? The popcorn sizzling. See the little bubbles down there? All right. Now it's time. This is how I figure out how much popcorn. I do more than this. I don't have 3 hands at the moment. Okay? That looks like an excessive amount, right? We're going to tilt this pan to the side, and this is how I find out. Okay, that looks like maybe a little too much oil. See how the oil kind of goes past the popcorn? It's a little too much popcorn, a little too much oil for the amount of popcorn. So I'm going to add a little more. Okay, now let's see. That's looking better. See, you want the oil right above your popcorn. Just above it. Let me get it down in this pan. And that's pretty close to being right. Yeah, maybe a little bit excessive. Maybe. Now, I really like using olive oil for my oil when I do my popcorn. Okay, but my concern is if I put much more pop, it's going to not be cooked the same. It's going to be heated at a different temperature, and it's not going to fully pop, and that's my concern. Didn't have 3 hands, and this wasn't in a tripod, so I may end up with more unpopped popcorn than I desire, but I like eating the kernel unpopped, the partially popped one anyway. Okay. But you can see when I first put the first few little pieces in there, they popped pretty quickly until the rest of the popcorn kind of absorbed the heat. And so it slowed down the process, of course. But that's how I do it. I tilt it to the side, and see, that's looking about right there. You see how the oil in the popcorn's about equal when I tip it? Just a little bit past, a little bit above. Okay, that looks like excessive. Okay, because it's barely above it. When you cover the popcorn with the oil, it all matches up. Okay. My phone's overheating from being in that pan. It's telling me it wants to shut down. But anyways, so it's you can hear it. Can you hear it sizzling? Okay, can you hear the popcorn sizzling? Okay, again, for the viewing audience after the video, okay, if you notice, the oil and the popcorn are about the same. There's just a little bit more oil than popcorn. Just a little bit more oil than popcorn, okay? And like I said, I like using olive oil, and olive oil is a lot more healthier for you, and it adds a little flavor to the popcorn. Okay. And if this flame would go any higher, this flame would be higher. But that's about as high as this flame's going to go, unfortunately. So higher the flame, faster this cooks, and the sooner you get popcorn. All right. So RG, are you still here? Sorry, had to step away to stock the wood stove. Oh, okay. Are you back, RG? I think we lost Tim, Bear. I think he had some things to do. So we will be, unfortunately, I'm afraid you people are going to have to, while this is getting hot, we're going to go over here and do a repeat. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay, go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. I'm going. Go on. Good boy. That's a good boy. Okay, go on. That's a good boy. All right. Okay. Okay. Come here. Come here. Yeah. 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 See, he'll stop right there by my side every time. Every time. That's how I trained him when I first got him. Right by my side. And he hears this chip bag, and then he loves these chips. He don't get them very often. All right. So when you're training your dog, as you bring the chip or whatever you're using towards his face, you tell him no. No. No, 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 no. And when he's trained, no. Every time I speak, he thinks I'm giving him the okay. 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 So I can't speak, or he thinks I'm giving. I don't say no. So, but use a few of your chips in the beginning, but you tell him no all the way to his face. Then you got to be ready to whip your hand back to prevent him from snatching it, and you consistently say no. And then when he'll ignore it like this, okay, that's when you want to give him the word, which is okay. Up. That's okay. Come here. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, here you go. Here you go. All right. Well, we're waiting for the popcorn to get hot. Well, RG, how you been doing today? You have any plans for the weekend? Yeah. Have any plans for the weekend? Okay, sit. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's my dog. Yeah, it's my dog. Yeah. Yeah. That's my dog. That's my dog. Yes, it is. Yeah. All right. Well, for those that watch this live stream on the after, I am going live on Thursday. RG, I had a German Shepherd many years ago who was just like unless he saw sheep, he would herd the sheep very nice, and it was easy to watch. Did he do this automatically, RG? Did your dog herd the sheep? Was it automatic when he heard him? When he would herd the sheep? Oh, it's popcorn starting to pop. Did you hear that, Redemption? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Redemption? Yeah. 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 He'll get excited and start doing circles. That's my dog. Yeah, it's my boy. No, just getting my water catchment system up. Oh, okay, cool. So how's that water cistern? How's that working? I'm assuming you have a pump. Can you pump it to go? It's my dog. Yeah, it's my dog. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sit. Sit. Good boy. That's my dog. That's my dog. Yeah, it's my dog. Okay, on your water setup for catching your water basin, do you have a pump in there that pumps out the water where you want it to go? Yeah, he'll do it. He'll do it dance. He does his dance. He's not doing it so much there. He's kind of doing it. All right. All right. That's my dog. Yeah, it's my boy. Yeah. Well, that popcorn's popping. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we were in the desert and I got sheep grazing and he jumped out of the. So it was naturally built in your dog. That's amazing. Maybe he was mixed and maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know, maybe there was some of that, what's that dog called? Healer, I think it is. Blue Healer. Sit. Well, for the viewing audience. Popping right out of the pan. Look at that. How cool is that? I'm going to have to pick my dog. I'll have to get that popcorn. How often do you see poppy popcorn? That'd be worth everybody's weight on. Watching the popcorn pop. Look at that. Yeah, maybe your German Shepherd, RG, Homestead had some, I think it's Blue Heeler or something in them. I know one time I had a dog. He was part Doberman and part Lab. And this dog looked 100% Lab. He had the character of the Doberman, but you didn't know he was Doberman. I would tell people this dog's got Doberman in him, and they thought I was lying to them. But he had the attitude, the character of the Doberman. Looked just like a Lab. My brother had a Rottweiler and Lab mix. Great dog. Out. And this dog had the body structure of the Rottweiler, jet black like the Lab. Just like my Lab and Dobie mix, it looked just like a Lab with the temperament of the Dobie. So I'm going to turn this camera around. All right, out, back, going back. Oh, I didn't say sit. He says, I see what's in your hand. Look at that. All right, here we go. Okay, good boy. Here we go again. His head's away. I'm talking. He thinks I was going to give it to him. Okay, good boy. Okay, good boy. I didn't say okay. I didn't know. Good boy. No, I didn't say yes. See, his head's turned away. He's ignoring it. And I follow his head. He should go back the other way. See, he should turn his head the other way as he turned it the other way. See, they ignore it. I didn't give you an okay. All right. Good boy. Yes. RG says, yeah, we were in the desert. And, not you just got the barrels raised. Okay, started the gravity field. We still have to get the gutters. Oh, so you're going to use the runoff from your, I'm guessing. Okay, let's take a, whoops, that's the wrong direction. Let's take a look at this popcorn and see how she's doing. Okay, it's time to start shaking this. All right, you can see the movement there. You want to shake the popcorn so it don't burn, something I haven't done yet. Haven't shaken it much yet. I had a hot pad here. Thanksgiving, the hot pads got moved. That's not good. Hot pads were moved. Somebody eat them. Not funny. Oh, wow, this isn't funny. Because I need to be able to shake this pan. And a little more than this. Somebody must have ate the hot pads. Okay, well, we're going to have to... Okay. There we go. I think that Jiffy Pop's getting, not Jiffy Pop, but that Orville Redenbacher's probably not the freshest, because that should be much, much fuller. But can you smell it? Can you smell it from here? Is the question. Yeah, I need some hot pads so I can shake this properly. That's really frustrating. Shoot. Well, I don't want it to burn. You really want to be able to shake it up, okay? And so you hear it popping away. Alright, you will still have to get the gutters. Alright, the X got him. Oh, it's too bad for a pet shop, and we were new to his breed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking your dog had a mix, and looked like a shepherd. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Popcorn. That's about done. That's why you want to shake it up. You get the kernels stuck in the popcorn, and where the pan's not as hot, so you got to shake it to get those kernels mixed up, where they can get the heat to pop, or fall down through the popcorn to get to the bottom so it can pop. So shaking it's real important. It also keeps it from burning. All at the same time. Okay. It's slowing down though. It's about ready for me to pull it off the fire. Old-fashioned popcorn, folks. There's nothing like it. Now, I'm gonna get some butter. I'm gonna put a little butter on it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some butter. But I'm going to take the butter and I'm just going to put it down in the pan so it melts with the pan. Normally you put it in a small pan and heat it up and you low flame. But I'm going to put that butter in there and get something over here and just kind of get it down into the popcorn. All right. Take this knife and kind of get this down in here to the bottom. And usually it takes about a cube of butter. This is going to be very lightly buttered because all I'm using is just this very small piece. And this is real butter, by the way. And the other thing you can do, and I don't know how healthy it is, but you can take like olive oil Pam cooking spray and you can spray it on your popcorn and then you can put your seasonings on top of it. Okay. Now this isn't the norm. I normally don't do it like this. Normally it's not how I do it. So you put the butter in a small, you can hear the butter down there melting, okay? And that butter melting, I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to take garlic powder, lemon pepper, and not garlic salt, garlic powder. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about garlic powder. That's powder, like a flour. Okay? Garlic powder. And then lemon pepper. And I don't know if I have any Parmesan. If I have Parmesan, I'm going to mix Parmesan with it. And that combination is a winner. Let me tell you. My little blend that I showed a few people. And I'm showing you, my YouTube audience. Okay, but normally you put the butter in a little egg pan or a little pot, and you warm it up slowly under low flame. You melt the butter, and you pour it over your hot popcorn. That's normally how you do it. Okay. But it looks like that's probably pretty good. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this lemon pepper. I'm going to sprinkle this lemon pepper over the popcorn. Then I'll taste it and I'll mix more into it if I think I need more. Then I'll take my garlic and I will just take it, just kind of lightly sprinkle the popped garlic, and if I want more, then I add more after I get it all mixed up. See? And a tiny bit of salt. Just a tiny bit of salt. Here's my salt. And this is that pink salt, which is really good for you. The minerals in it are really healthy for you. At the moment, I forget the name of that pink salt. Okay, I missed something here. All right, we have... Get a big spoon. That will work. Yes, it will too. The video will be coming out next month on what we have gotten done so far. Okay. Lots of finished products to tell. I can get the rest of the items I need to finish the system. Oh, great, RG. Glad to hear that. All right, time to turn off the fire because this is done. This is done. Only thing left is the tasting and then the eating. All right, so let's taste this. Let's see. Let's see here. Now these kernels are crisp. When you make microwave popcorn, your popcorn is not crisp. This is crisp. Not enough anything. Not enough of anything. And that was a tiny bit too much oil. But I like using olive oil. Olive oil is healthy. And it doesn't matter. And it gives it a good flavor. That's the other thing I like about the olive oil is it gives it the popcorn a really nice flavor for you. You can't beat olive oil for your popcorn. And so, if you go back and watch the beginning of this video, you'll see my dog training, demo. All right, here's the popcorn right here. And we're going to be good to go. So, we have somebody else in the chat. We have RG and somebody else either came back or just came in. We had a couple other people a few minutes ago, but they've left the chat. Got kind of boring. You know, this isn't the most entertaining live stream around, that's for sure. That's good. That's the bomb. Yeah, I said the bomb. That is so good. Boom. Good stuff. Oh, look, watch my dog. Look at my dog. Look at him. He's watching my every move. Look at that. Look at him. That's like he's hunting. And he found his prey. Look at that. He must have dropped a kernel. He's on it. Me like using garlic salt. This of the powdered. Yeah, I love the powdered. Then you can always add your own salt. Look at him. This dog is more intently focused on this than he was the chips. Okay. Boy, yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff, huh? Look at him. Look at the look in his eye. He wasn't looking like that at the chip. Look, he's okay, boy. All right, good boy. uh, oh, redemption set. Set. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. That's a good boy. All right. So, yeah. So who's the second visitor we have in here? This is really good stuff. Popcorn. The bomb. It's crisp. It has a lot more flavor than microwaved. We got to get back to basics. We really do. And this new young generation has no good clue. The closest thing they get to homemade popcorn is popcorn they get at the movie theater. You know, and then they get that stuff that isn't even butter. It tastes good, but it's not even butter. And this is real butter, by the way. And then you do the olive oil, to pop it in olive oil. Oh, it's even better. My dog is cracking me up. He's watching my hand movement. Look, he's watching my hand movement. Look at this. You're falling asleep. You're getting sleepy. Okay, watch. Okay. All right, good boy. Boy. All right, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. That's a good boy. He knows what's good. Yeah, this popcorn is the bomb. He really likes it too. But I haven't really given him much popcorn. This is like the first time, I've done this, and kind of cool. So, okay, what's the last thing you said, RG? He reminds me of my granddaughter's dog, Chip, just a lot smaller. Oh, what kind of dog does your granddaughter have? What kind of dog is Chip?
Is there some more?
Yeah. My wife could smell it. She's wanting some. So, anyway, what kind of dog is your granddaughter's dog? This dog is a combination. I got him like at 6 months or 9 months, I forget. I think he was 6 months. Might have been 9. But I was told he was Bulldog and German Shepherd. Redemption. Good boy. Nothing beats old movie theaters of the yes. No, you're not kidding. And drive-in movies. Oh, in Vegas, by the way, for those that don't know, it's down on the other end of the strip. Going like if you're going towards Utah, but you're in Vegas, you're on the strip, but you go, what is that? You go, I think that's north. Anyways, they have a drive-in theater in Vegas. It's a fourplex. They have 4 drive-in theaters right there, just like we grew up with. And so if you're ever in Vegas, you can check out the drive-in theater. It's something that not everybody even knows about. Okay, good boy. So, yeah, Now there's a theater in Barstow. They have two movies, two movie screens, two drive-ins, two movie screens in Barstow, and so there are still a few of these drive-in theaters scattered. I can remember his breed. He loves to catch mice. Huh. He's a big dog and he loves to catch mice. That's well, I used to have a dog. He was now this dog was golden lab and wolf. And he would chase mice and eat mice. But he was white. Should I say she was white? And she was golden lab and wolf. That was another good dog. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, lay down. Good boy. Good boy. So, anyways. So, yeah. So what kind of dog is it? Do you remember? Can't remember. Oh, can't remember the breed. Okay. They're telling me that my phone is going to die. Really? I got to plug my phone in. Okay. So we have another viewer at the... Yeah. Well, you can go to Vegas. Vegas is relative. I don't know exactly where you are, but you ever go to Vegas, you can plan on going to their drive-in theater. They have 4 screens. Two movies. 2 movies. 2 movies still. And my wife and I went there, and I'm like, we were there for the night, and I'm going, they have a drive-in theater in town? And she goes, I haven't been to a drive-in theater forever. So we went to the drive-in theater, and what's it been? A few years ago, we went to the Barstow Theater. To my surprise, there wasn't that many people there. I don't know how they're even staying in business, really. I mean, there was a few, there's a handful, but you would have expected there to be more. Good stuff, this homemade popcorn. My poor dog. Look at him. He is right to my hand like a hawk. I just dropped one. He's on it. Okay. All right. Okay, we're doing things. Okay. All right, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Lay down. I see that there's another person. I hope he or she's not has to fall asleep watching the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I do too. Well, who's that third person that just dropped in? We're just kind of kicking back, hanging out, and eating popcorn, homemade popcorn. Homemade popcorn. Look at my dog. Look at my dog. It has to be at least 35. At least 35. Wow. Look, splurge. Take a little trip to Vegas. Spend the night, get a cheap hotel, and go see a movie. You'll get your money's worth. Yeah, it's on the other side of the strip where the mall is, where the drive-in is. There's a fee. Oh, it's over by the Texan. If you ever go to Vegas, it's by the Texan casino. The Fiesta, the Texan, which is on the far side of town of the strip. But all you gotta do is, Google the Texan or just Google Vegas drive-in theater. I'm sure you'll find it. But anybody in that area can tell you where it's at. But it's by the Texan Casino, the drive-in theater in Vegas. It's at the very end of the strip. The Stratosphere and all that's like several miles behind it, But by the Texan Casino, the drive-in theater. So RG, now you can do something you haven't done for years. It might just be fun. Now, back in the day, Long Beach had 3 drive-in theaters. They were great. Yeah, where I grew up out in the valley, San Fernando Valley. Well, I guess LA County. Van Nuys had a drive-in theater on Roscoe Boulevard. There was a drive-in theater in a little town called Sunland, Tahunga. They had a theater, and they were fairly close. And then clear across town, the Winnetka Theater, they had like 5 or 6 screens of the Winnetka Drive-In out in the valley. But yeah, Barstow has one. I was there a couple years ago. It was still operating, and it's kind of a novelty. And the Barstow Drive-In in Vegas has, I think they have 4 screens in Vegas, if I remember right. By the Texan Theater, by the Texan Casino. Thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever just hit the thumbs up, thank you. We've got 2 people in here. Who's in the chat? Don't be a stranger. Don't be a mystery. My dog is like watching every movement I make. Look at that. Hey, how's it going? Now, I'm going to have to put on my glasses so I can read that. Thank you for being here. Thanks for commenting. Okay. Nina's Cato. Hey, Cato. How many cats do you have, Nina? It's me, your favorite cattle. How many cattle do you have? Okay. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping in. You can do a playback and watch me training my dog. Since I have some new people in here. Okay, first, RG says my first date, I also borrowed my dad's VW for a date at a drive-in and ended up breaking the driver's window up, out the driver's window to I can't read it. Let me put on these glasses so I can see. Okay. Sorry about the face shot. My first date, I borrowed my dad's VW for a date at a drive-in. In the end, ended up breaking the driver's window at the cost me some charges to replace the window. And it's 3, it's Nina's 9, like 9s. Kelly Paulson, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you being here. And Let's see, nine Cato say, okay, I will see the replay. Take care. Hi, Pa. All right. So, for the new people, we're going to, okay, there's redemption. And his name's Redemption because he's going to redeem. Okay, here we go. All right. Popcorn. Whoops. Where's that Redemption? Okay. Popcorn. I didn't say okay. I didn't say that. Okay. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. All right. Here we go, Kelly. Watch. He won't take it. I got to tell him okay before he'll take it. Okay. Good boy. Yeah, it's my dog. That's my dog. But come on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's Bulldog and German Shepherd. I got him at about 6 months. Maybe he was 9 months. I forget exactly nowadays. But I taught him this not long after I had him, after I built a rapport with him. Okay. And when you're teaching your dog this, you want to follow his face until he moves his face back and forth. When he's trying to ignore what you're trying that you go ahead when you're training. Okay, because the dog, he'll first naturally, when you put it, then he'll go for it, and then you got to pull it back. But you got to tell him no up here. And you tell him no, 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 no. Okay, see how his head's up? I said okay. Every time I taught him okay is the word. Okay. So I'm talking to you and putting this towards his face, and that doesn't work. Because if I just put it to his face, well, okay. See, but if I'm talking, he's going to snatch it. I'm telling him no, 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 no. I can say no all day long, and no, he won't take it. But when I say okay, okay, bam, just like clockwork. Beginning, okay, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, a good boy. Yeah. But so, yeah, like I was saying, in the beginning, you're starting here telling him no. And you're bringing it to his face and you're saying no, 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 and you get it to his face. In the very beginning, your dog is going to go to grab it, and you got to be ready to whip your hand back out of the way the whole time. And the first 5, 6 times you do this, he's going to try to take it, but you consistently tell him no. And he gets it. And you keep working with him. And he'll turn his head, and you follow his head, and you follow his head. And then you tell him, okay, because he's now ignoring it. And that's the sign for him to start turning his head away from it where you got it in front of his face. And that's where it all starts. So, guys, it looks like Kelly left the... Hey, guys, that has come into the chat. Hey, guys, that has come into the chat. That YW. That's not Hugh. Hi, GR, Kelly said. Hi, Nines for the 9 catos. It's Spanish for cat. Well, RG. So now you know that You can do something different. You get a chance to get away. You know, you can go take a weekend and go to Vegas and go drive in. And how cool is that? And 0 dark 30. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here. I was trying to get on earlier, but my phone was loaded. I had it full of videos, and it wouldn't even go to YouTube. It kept kicking me off. So I have a Google One. You can also get a free drive, Google Drive. You get 15 gigabytes of free space from Google Drive. And it's free. You just go to the Play Store and download Google Drive. You get 15 free gigabytes. You can upload videos or pictures from your phone to it for storage. And you can buy 100 gigabytes of storage for, I forget, $10 or something, $20. But anyway, that's just for what it's worth. I thought I'd share that with you. So, but for free, to free up videos and photos from your phone, you get 15 gigs of space for free, which is a fair amount. Well, all right. Well, take care. God bless. Have a good night. Sleep well. And we'll catch you sooner than later. All right, bro. Well, thank you, RG, for being here. You have a good night. And again, it means a lot. And I guess I need to sign off too, because people are either sleeping or out winding down from their evening out. So I guess they can check this out on the replay. And been on here for a little over an hour. But real quick, on Thursday nights at 7:30 to 9:30 California time, I'll be going live with Insane Friends. It's a car show, muscle car community, street racing type community, a bunch of good guys. And that's Thursday nights, 7:30 to 9:30 Pacific time, or coming to you live from California time. All right. Hope you've enjoyed the popcorn and dog show. And look forward to hearing from you. So if you haven't liked, subscribe, and share if you think it's good enough. All right, bye for now. Bye.